Keys and Tell. That's the name of this video. I have been ranting at spirits around me this morning. Just saying how I feel basically, and now I'm gonna record basically what I've been saying. So I'm calling this Keys and Tell. Not Kiss and Tell, but Keys and Tell. But the fact is, well, that's really what it's about. It's about a girl I kissed when I was 16. Was I 15 or was I 16? I don't know. Probably 16. Probably 16 years old. So, when I was a teenager, I used to go to parties. There was a guy at school. He used to have parties all the time, so I used to go to his house in Kingston in London. And when I was at that party, I met a girl called Rachel Thompson. A mixed race girl called Rachel Thompson. She had a black dad and a white mum. Although I guess you could say her dad, he's mixed race as well, actually. Because he's Daley Thompson, the decathlon athlete. So I knew Rachel Thompson for a short period of time. I think I must have gone on a date with her maybe like twice. I met her, I hung out with her in I think it was Clapham. Was it Clapham? I can't remember. You know where Clapham Junction is in London, around that area, something like that. I don't really remember where it was. But I was hanging around with her when I was about 15 or 16 years old. And this was when I was at boarding school. So, you know, I used to speak to her on the phone. And she would like to, I was a virgin and she wasn't. She'd had a boyfriend. And, you know, she used to talk to me all the time about her ex-boyfriend. That's all she ever wanted to talk about, her ex-boyfriend and Harry Potter. She had a crazy obsession with Harry Potter. She even had her own blog. Apparently she used to create her own Harry Potter stories that involved Harry Potter, characters from the Harry Potter franchise, and her. Yeah, that's what she was like. That was the kind of Rachel that I used to call girlfriend when I was 16 years old. She was my first girlfriend. And yeah, I remember I went to go visit her in London, in Putney, and we went to a park. Yeah, we didn't have sex in the park or anything like that. Nope. We went to the park, obviously, and sat on the bench, and she kissed me. And I guess that, you know, I always consider that the first time I ever really kissed a girl. You know, French kissed a girl. And I remember going to her mum's house, her white mum's house. I don't remember her name. She didn't like me. Her little brother didn't like me. Rachel's little brother, he didn't like me. Didn't feel particularly welcome. I guess smoking in their back garden it was frowned upon. Yeah, because I remember going out in the back garden to smoke cigarettes. And she took me to Daley Thompson's home, which was It was some building in Putney. It was a large high-rise building, and he had the, I guess you'd call it like, is it a penthouse suite? But it's like it's on the ground floor. So it was like a huge flat on the ground floor of the building. He had a lounge that was, I don't know, must have been like 20 or 30 meters long or something stupid like that. I remember that. I never met him because he was, at the time, he was training in Corsica with other athletes, I guess. Something like that. So I've been seeing, I met her, um, and the thing is that from when I was at boarding school, while there was a guy I was friends with, he stayed in the same house as me, and I don't mean like he lived at my home with my mum. No, I don't mean that. I mean, I went to boarding school where there was a house. I had a housemaster, right? There'd be 60 boys in a house, approximately, and in the year, I was in the third year, and in the year 2 years above me, I had a friend, and I used to smoke weed with him. Um, we always used to do, we would climb on the roof at night and smoke weed on the roof of the building, or we'd sneak out of the building at night time, on Friday nights. We used to call it Freaky Friday, and we'd go get stoned next to the golf course. Yeah, my boarding school, it had a golf course. Yeah, it did. Had a lot more than that. Charterhouse. Yeah, you might have heard of it. Anyways, that guy, well, he's a half Russian, half Scottish guy called Alexander Gavrilov, if I remember correctly. I think his surname was Gavrilov. Um, Spelled Gavrilov, I think. But, I used to call him Sasha. Sasha apparently is the Russian way of saying Alexander. Is it? I don't know. I don't really. Perhaps it is. But anyway, Alexander Gavrilov, or Sasha Gavrilov. And the fact was, I used to go to his house, which was basically, it's in Putney as well. And I went to his house. I stayed at his house a few times, and when I was seeing Rachel, she came round to his house, and she seemed to get along with him, and he seemed to get along with her. And what happened was, when I went back to boarding school, um, the guy who the guy who had the parties where I met Rachel, he was in the dorm room next to me at the time when he told me this. Um, he'd been informed by his friend who went to the same school as Rachel, and that she'd been saying that she was she was going around saying that Alexander Gavrilov, or Sasha Gavrilov, was her boyfriend, not me. And obviously, I got quite upset by that. And I even asked Alexander, um, I guess you could say I accused him of it. I mean, he came to my room and I got angry with him. And after that, he didn't want to talk to me anymore. Which is very interesting, right? Because if that wasn't true, then he didn't defend himself. He didn't. I basically said, I accused him of it, of him pinching my girlfriend, basically, and trying to steal my girlfriend, right? And that's what he did, I suppose. Very likely. And so what happened is that Rachel, she was trying to apologize to me. I can't really remember. It was such a long time ago, but I think, she wanted me. She denied it, think she did deny it. I think she did. But I didn't believe her. And then at the same time, what happened was a girl that I was friends with back then called Melissa introduced me to her friend called Ashlyn Humphreys. Ashlyn. If you've ever seen the picture of me in drag, where I'm wearing a blue dress and a blonde wig, well, that picture on Facebook, on my Facebook profile, that is the picture of me with Melissa and Ashlyn. That was when I was 16 years old. And I lost my virginity to Ashlyn. Okay? Now why am I calling this video Keys and Tell? Well, the thing is I'm God. And I'm trying to tell you that there's a difference between kiss and keys. Yeah? There's a difference, isn't there? You know, when you get to your front door of your house, what do? Do you get down, you kiss the keyhole, do you? To open the fucking door? No, you don't. That's not how you open a door, is it? You have a metal key that you insert into the lock and you turn the key. It's got nothing to do with kissing or French kissing. You don't open a door with your tongue, do you? That might seem ridiculous to you, but the fact is when Rachel kissed me, she used that's been used against me. You see, I'm God. I was Jesus. I had the keys to heaven and hell, right? And the demons, the fallen angels, right? They are pretending that my keys are Rachel's keys. I don't know if you're familiar with, the storylines of Friends, yeah? Ross and Rachel, yeah? You know who, oh, we were on a break, or, we wish Ross and Rachel would get back together, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's the thing, right? Who's Ross? Well, if you ever watched EastEnders, you know who Grant Mitchell is, right? He's played by an actor called Ross Kemp. Yeah? When I moved to Brighton, which would have been when I was 13, I lived next to a Kemp town. That's where I lived. I lived around the corner from, well, a couple of streets away from Kemp Town, which is the gay area of Brighton. It's where, it's where the gay people like to hang out the most. My mum was gay. Is gay. Well, she's dead now, which I'm happy about. That's one thing to be happy about, isn't it? Died of cancer. So, yeah, it might seem absurd to you, but I know the situation. I know why all this horrible stuff has happened to me. It's because when I kissed Rachel, well, actually, she's the one who sprung on me and kissed me. She's the one who stuck her tongue in my mouth. I was shy. I was Mr. Shy Guy when I was that age. Very shy. Well, the thing was, I was a very depressed young man. I was a very depressed boy because I had a crazy mother and crazy family and a crazy life where people abused me and treated me like shit. And the people who were treating me like I was their friend, well, the only reason they ever did that was because they wanted my destiny. It's all about destiny swapping. Well, if you're going to destiny swap with someone, who's the best person to destiny swap with? Oh, that's right, God himself. Yeah, let's destiny swap with God. Yeah, let's see if we can steal his bed and his car and his house and kick him out. Yeah, why not break into heaven? Yeah, get God off his throne, throw him into hell, and just laugh at him. Yeah, laugh at him. Oh, it's just laughing. Yeah. Oh, just having a laugh. Yeah, it's called justice. Yeah. Yeah, just ice. You know, if I'm very cold to you, yeah, if there's no warmth, right? If I treat you like, if I treat you with, if I put you in the freezer, it's a very cold thing to do. Yeah. That's the world, right? The world, that's how it treats me. I'm a joke. I'm nothing more than a joke. So, I'm very upset about this. There are things I can't even talk about. That's how upset I am about this. You know, there's no point me saying stuff I've already said anyway. I've already mentioned how I feel. The world has been conspiring to steal from me not only heaven, but my glory as well. Wouldn't it be convenient that I get the keys to the kingdom back when I don't even care anymore? I'd rather it be gone. I'd rather not even exist. I'm so sick of this world and people. I have nothing. I am full of hatred. I'm full of it. Get over it, God. Get over it. It's easy to say that, isn't it? It's easy to say, get over it. What are we talking about anyway? Anyway, for years I've been trying to deal with this problem. Problem X is who've been doing witchcraft against me, and Rachel Thompson, I sort of ruled her out. I kind of thought, well, how's she the problem? I didn't have sex with her. I kissed her. It's the kiss, though. It's the kiss that's killed me. The kiss of death. That's what it was. The kiss of death. Fucking ruined me. Why is the word kiss so similar to the word key or keys? Why is that? Well, it's because people want to trap me. The world doesn't want me to have love. It It wanted to create an opportunity where it could use magic against me and to take what is mine. The reason I'm making this video is not because I want to make this video. I have to. I could care less what you think. I've heard enough. I've seen enough. I know enough. It's you who don't know anything because you're evil. You don't know, you don't care. You're looking at God rotting. You're looking at God's rotting corpse. That's what you're looking at. And maybe you can snog my dead corpse after I'm gone. Yeah? See if you can try to steal your way into heaven. Yeah? See how that works out for you. I can tell you what, my breath is so fucking bad. It would scare animals away if I breathed on them. You wouldn't want to kiss this. I can tell you that much. I'll tell you what you can kiss. You can kiss my fucking ass. That's what you can kiss. How did I get to this point? How did I know? So last night, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and I'm thinking, you know, there's this girl on YouTube, this woman, she's a woman, lives in the United States of America, obviously. And her channel is called Light. And it's trademarked as well. Of course, she had to get Light trademarked because, you know, no one else owned Light. It's only her. Yeah, she owns it all, apparently. Trademarked. That's right. Yeah. So Light, I'm looking at her, you know, she's a slim black girl. Probably mixed race. I think she's Ethiopian, I think. And she reminds me of Rachel from when I was young. Rachel Thompson. And there's another woman who's making videos, and her channel, her name is Christy Thompson, and she's a tarot card reader. And she's also a baldie as well, actually. She wears wigs. Because she's got videos where she's got a bald head. Strange though, isn't it? She's got a very short haircut. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why. But I guess Chris was the name of Rachel's ex-boyfriend or boyfriend or whoever. Yeah, so Chris Ty Thompson. See, it's all to do with sex magic. Yeah, and the real name of that woman whose channel is called Light, apparently her real name is Asefa. It's spelled Assefa. Now, I don't ever remember having sex with Rachel Thompson. No, I didn't. It's because I never had sex with her. She kissed me twice, and that relationship fell apart. Turned out she wasn't to be trusted. Total whore. Yet the world seems to think that she's my wife or that I'm dead and that she's the successor to the throne in heaven. Yeah, that's what the world believes. Yeah, she's got the keys to heaven. God's dead. How's God gonna help you? Better go to the whore and get her to let you in heaven. Yeah, but keep me out. Yeah, keep me buried underground, as deep as you can bury me. That's just what the situation is. This is what the world has done to me. And everywhere I look, whether it's television or the internet, YouTube, it's everywhere. People who treat me the same way. They all treat me exactly the same way. That I am the person I just described. They treat me like I'm a dead corpse. They treat me like I don't exist. The only purpose they treat me, they'll talk about me all day long, but it's only to siphon my energy. That's all it's about. It's all about bleeding me dry, metaphorically speaking. Or when I was Jesus, of course. I mean, that literally happened, didn't it? Yeah. It would seem. So, where's my justice and where's my glory? See, the world wants me to fight for it. So, maybe I get my keys back. Yeah, my keys. I basically all I have to say is, well, you never had it. I got kissed, and a bunch of demons were like, "Oh, she's got the keys now. She's got the keys. We're going to pretend that she has the keys, and we're going to say that she's the one who sits on the throne in heaven, and that he's a loser. We don't need him." Yeah, that's what's happened. That is exactly what's happened. And so I get my keys back. I've got my keys now. I've told you. I've explained it to you. I'm the one who holds the keys to heaven and hell. I decide where you go. You don't decide where you go. I decide where you go. And that's bad news for you, isn't it? Yeah? Because you hate me. You hate me. And I hate you. So where's my glory? I want to go back to heaven. That's where I want to go. I'm tired of being here. I'm tired of being here.